that. We'll be going back to that terrible, terrible day on April 14, 2011, where over 200 girls were kidnapped by members of the Boko Haram sect in Chibok,
They're not
Borno State.
members, terrorists.
Members of
Terrorists.
Boko Haram terrorists.
Don't make it sound nice. Don't make it seem like it's just some organization. Terrorists, deadly terrorists. That's what they are. That's what they are. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Esther Machuku. Like Choma just said, we'll try to look at issues that affect all of us. Some of the policies being made by government actually has a direct implementation on our lifestyles and how we do things. And their reaction to our plights is what makes us either we call them out or we compliment them. Choma said something that is very vital, which is what happened about 2011. How many years ago? That's almost like
2014.
Was it 2014 or
Yes.
2012?
20,
Was it 2014
it's been 11
or
years. This
2012?
2025.
Okay, now this is the situation. When former President Muhammadu Buhari came on board, the very thing that made a lot of Nigerians vote for him, that made them get tired of GEJ, that's Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration, was basically that kidnap or abduction of over 200 Chibok girls. Now, you guys can remember that the entire world was carrying on that plight. Return, bring back our girls, bring back Chibok girls. The United States of America President Obama, his wife Michelle, a couple of Hollywood celebrities were all with the placard, bring back our girls. The entire world was saturated with that particular wholesome, unfortunate scenario where 200 girls were kidnapped. Now, the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari, which obviously came the first term of the All Progressives Congress, focused on that vulnerability. And that was the key point that truncated Jonathan's administration for the PDP not returning in 2015. Now, the promise was that since former President Muhammadu Buhari was formerly a military dictator and they saw him as a no-nonsense man, they felt that with his military wealth of experience that we will no longer have anything to do with insecurity, meaning that the strategy, the combat, the mechanism, whatever is needed to ensure that that particular sect is uprooted, will definitely will witness it during his administration. Unfortunately, Chema, the first 6 months of former President Muhammadu Buhari, he was asleep.
More or
His
less.
cabinet was not constructed. He was not put together. Insecurity.
It's not even
Ah,
funny.
God. Chema, the thing was that it was an irony and a juxtaposition of what Nigerians expected of his person and his administration to what the reality was. That's the truth. And then, how many years down the line, about almost 90 or 80 girls have not been returned. Nobody has told us where these girls are. There is no follow-up as to possibly if they've been married off, if some of them have decided to convert their religion and decided to stay with whatever or whoever
Can
it
they
was
even
they
decide
were married
anything on
to.
their own while they're in the camp
Well,
of the
the
terrorists?
statement I had at the time when they were able to get some of those girls was that they were okay with whoever it was they were married to. Some of them.
Esther, what do you expect after years of being in terrorist camp? Years of
That
being
was the
brainwashed,
excuse.
being
That was the
raped,
excuse. The
being made
second
to
term.
bear your
The
rapist
second
child.
term of Buhari's administration for some of the girls. Some of the girls were eventually rescued. We saw them with children. Remember that the United States of America then, during the first term or first tenure of Muhammadu Buhari, facilitated the accommodation and education of some of the girls that they were able to release. Can you remember?
Yes.
That we
And there were
saw
also
pictures
some
of
good,
them,
traveled
exactly,
abroad and
that
they are
traveled
doing
abroad
well.
and they're doing okay. But the question is, afterwards, what happened to the remaining girls? Everybody kept quiet. Nobody said anything. It's quite unfortunate that insecurity or the security sector was one of the prevailing, would I say, triage of former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, and in that angle he failed woefully. That was his pointer during his campaign. That was the first port of call, all right, during his administration before they came on board that they were going to work on. In that angle, they failed woefully. We would have expected that, considering the fact that, okay, the APC understood what a lot of Nigerians were lacking at the time and the change they needed because they were a strong opposition. APC was a strong opposition at the time. They played the role of opposition.
They
were
really
strong.
did put the PDP administration
Yes,
of
they put them
GJ
on their toes. And it baffles me, Choma. It befuddles me that we don't have an opposition now. Choma, the Labour Party seems to be disorganized and confused. The PDP is literally an APC political party. Whatever coalition measure right now, I don't even know what its import is, because everyone there wants to be the presidential candidate, wants to be the one to fly the flag. So the big question, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Nigerians, where all of us they drink cold water with Gary and granules, is what do we do? Now, the DSS chief, Adiola Ajayi, said something, and I don't know if you people listened attentively to what he said. He said that the police and the military, or the army, or the air force, or the navy will not be everywhere. You need to learn to what? Protect yourself. Did you hear what he said? So what are we going to do? Our security votes counts. We're paying for security, but we need to what? We need to protect ourselves. The recent situation in Jos Plateau State is damning, is disheartening. Chuma, I sent you an article. Didn't I send you an article?
I saw it. It was way from 2016.
You can imagine. And did you hear some? Please go and read this article. Your Land or Your Blood. Is that not the title?
Yeah.
That's the title. Go read it, please. If you haven't read it, go read it. I'm not going to use my mouth to say it, but go read it. I think you will understand the political perception where people are a tool to achieve certain things by oligarchs and the political bureaucrats. In the meantime, how do we survive? How do we cope? How do we ensure that we do not fall victims to this unfortunate menace? You know, some people will say, pray that Nigeria does not happen to you. You don't want to be in the scenario where Nigeria happens to you.
Esther, I was watching a particular station yesterday that a lot of people watch, and there was something someone said, there was something Vimbai said that it really spoke to me. And she said, we need, I'm trying to remember how she put it, but she just talked about how we cannot have a country where we continue to rehabilitate people from the trauma of Nigeria happening to them. That's exactly how she put it. We need to build a country where we are not constantly rehabilitating people from the trauma of Nigeria happening to them. And that's even for the survivors. Because yesterday's survivors are today's victims.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, we'll talk, then people will ask, are they even listening?
Oh, they're listening.
And that, the way to know, Esther, is when you get those warnings. When you get those warnings, when you get those, we see what you are doing.
DSS is monitoring.
You are letting people talk anyhow. You people that like you like to call. You will say you're cutting us out, Chioma.
They will not come and protect us. So they will not come and carry placard and say, where is Esther Machuku? Where is Chioma Innocent? When they come and carry somebody early in the morning. Well done. Thank you very much.
But we can't stop talking because of that, Esther.
Exactly. We just have to say
it's our job
as
the media, as the fourth estate of the realm, to hold the government accountable. When we talk about the government to the people, we talk about the people to the government.
Exactly.
So we are not just here. Yes, we're a voice of the people. We give you a voice. So when we come and talk, this is what the government is doing, we also want the government to hear what you think about what they are doing.
Exactly. Chama, yesterday there was a counter protest from the original protest of those who were saying that Fubara should be returned. We saw some women.
Esther, the women wearing, I never see that kind of thing before. They protest with uniform
now
and printed placards.
Protest is now a means of making money. Choma.
You know what they make me sad?
They are buying protesters now. See, they are buying protesters.
It's quite unfortunate, and I think at this point, I watched that video.
I watched that video. It happened in Kogi.
I watched that video, and a lot of the women were older women. Young people, you need to start training your parents. It's true. You need to start training your parents. Tell them, say, don't disgrace me today. Ask if your mama wake up in the morning and she know they go market. Ask her, mommy, where are you going today? I too trust Mama Chioma for some kind of thing. So ask her, mommy, where are you going today? When she goes and says she's going for her women meeting, ward meeting, ask her, say, where are you going? Educate your parents so that they are not used as pawns in the hands of people.
Pawns in the hands of some political elements.
On the hands of some political elements that want to cause this, they want to cause problems,
Na
so that
serious
they are not
problem.
used as tools in the hand of disgruntled people to
Chama,
fight their wars.
as regards River State, you know, remember we're talking about the people, right? So apparently an ad hoc committee has been set up. So the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin, today officially launched a 21-member ad hoc committee responsible for supervising the administration of River State amid the ongoing state of emergency. Are we saying that true Fubara will stay for these 6 months? Because I thought the last time they told us that they were able to look at a way through which he doesn't have to stay off for 6 months. But now that the National Assembly wants to start taking over the administration of the state, because IBAS was beginning to act like, I don't know how to explain
Sole
it.
administrator.
Complete sole administrator, not answering to anyone. So the National Assembly had decided to take it upon themselves. Are we saying that Fubara indeed is going to stay off for 6 months? Or whatever permutations that we've been hearing about certain elements ensuring that is either he doesn't return, or if he returns, they put stuff in place to ensure that maybe impeachment proceeding commences, or he's handicapped to work with whoever it is he's told to work with. I don't know. I mean, these are indicators
It's
of a lot of
unfortunate,
political
but
analysts actually
some Nigerians
stipulating
think
or
that
analyzing about the situation.
when Governor Fubara return, he will return as a defeated governor. That's what a lot of Nigerians believe, that if this whole 6 month plays out, because the situation now is political appointees have been sacked, the head of service is no longer there. The funds that were withheld to the Democratic governor have been released
Choma,
to the sole administrator.
Did Rivers people? I mean, not though.
Did you know? I asked Chukwumakore a question yesterday. I said on Friday, some women protested saying, "Bring Governor Sim Fubara back for us. He is the one that we know. Remove this whole administrator." Those ones, of course, they're wearing their own clothes with cardboard. Then on Monday, we now saw people wearing white and white with printed placards, looking very sponsored. So me, I'm asking, which protesters are the ones actually no, not even actually protesting. Which ones are the ones that are actually telling us the minds of Rivers people to know if they support or they don't support? Was it the women that came out on Friday?
Choma, it's not politics that actually brought Governor Fubara, even if we want to start. It's just that right now, a lot of people now love him, but you weren't there when
they were having
agreement
whatever
was made.
agreement that they were having. But at the end of the day, governor is on seat and should be allowed to rule the state the way he knows how. 4 years after they'll vote him out.
When you get there now, so the person is okay if you refuse to agree to our agreement and work in tandem with it. We will frustrate whatever it is you want to do there, since we supposedly placed you there. That's the summary of the entire thing now. Apparently, Labour Party crisis. I don't know how in the Labour Party wants to continue, Choma, because
Labour Party be like 3-story building. The first floor is occupied by OBOT, and then at the Usman them. This at the second floor, you don't have Julius Abure and his supporters.
Choma, you're a bad girl.
The third floor,
like
you now have what did they call them? Arabambi, Apapa, and others. Then at the bungalow floor, the ground floor, you now have the people who are shouting. You now have maybe NLC. You now have NLC. Those ones there.
Well, apparently, Apapa and Aburi are clashing over Labour Party leadership. They are claiming that Peter Obi and Alex Otti are the ones sponsoring the issues in the Labour Party. For example, now we are hearing factional leaders. So how many leaders, factional leaders? We have the factional leader of Julius Aburi, factional leader of Lamidi Apapa, Abi, and then another faction of Nenadi Usman. That small party don't get 3 different organs. Okay, the factional leader of the Labour Party, Lamidi Apapa, has insisted that Julius Aburi and his supporters, including the 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi and Abia State Governor Alex Otti, must relinquish control of the party. Apapa made his return last week on a 2-year absence, affirmed his position as the legitimate acting national chairman of the Labour Party. Now, in an interview, Apapa is emphasizing that the Apex Court's decision is consistent with prior judgments that restrained Aburi, further solidifying his claim to leadership under the party's constitution. Chama, let me just tell you something. It's almost like Peter Obi is stuck between a hard rock and a deep blue sea. So if Peter Obi decides to remain with Labour Party now, you can see what has become of the party, or what the party has turned to.
People won't trust him because of the party.
If Peter Obi decides to leave the party, they will say, he's only looking after his own selfish
jump up and down.
interests. So when wahala come up, now that time he knows say he want
Go
leave
run.
party. So now waiting happen for PDP. Now waiting make am
How
come
will
go
he
Labour
rule
Party.
Nigeria?
Eh.
That means if we have any small problem, he will run to France. Or maybe he's India, he will be going to.
God.
That means if
You
he any
guys-
small problem, he will go to India to cool off.
This babe.
This Obi man safe. Small problem, he don't run.
You guys, this babe.
We need to ask his children, what kind of father is he? Is that how we used to act?
Oh my God.
When there's
Wahala.
fire on the mountain like this, he go run. That's
Chioma,
all they do. We don't
so,
trust him.
this 3-story building where you talk for Labour Party, it true.
But here is another thing we need to
God.
look at. Apapa for the past 2 years, he has been a wall. He's been
And then all of
MIA.
a sudden he just
All of a sudden,
emerged.
after Supreme-
That was how he did too during the
Esther,
tribunal.
where was Apapa when Peter Obi was pursued? When Peter Obi, Atiku and others were going to court against
I don't
President
know.
Tinubu's victory? Where was he? Because that time he was not
know.
forming party leader. Oh. He was not forming party leader. Let everybody come and see I'm fighting for my party. Oh. What is really going on?
My
At
dear.
the end of the day, when you sit down and think and where you realize that there's power politics at play.
No, there has
Everybody
always
wants
been power politics. Chioma,
Politics
let
is
me,
a game.
Let me explain to
You're
you.
going to use my life, they play
Chioma,
game.
politics in Nigeria. That's why they said City Boy understands Nigeria's political terrain. City Boy understands the classy, the brutish, do you understand? And the crude angle of politics. And he knows the game. You see, people say he's keeping quiet. He's not keeping quiet. City Boy is not relaxed though. He still acts like an opposition. That is the only correct opposition I see that is working right now in this country.
But PDP
I don't know what
safe.
the others are doing. You
Esther,
see the
PDP
opposition,
safe.
this APC that is in government right now, they are playing and working as an opposition is supposed to work. They're not resting on their ass. See, every stop gap is being filled up to ensure that the next elections will everybody is delivering. Oh. And they are trying to discredit every opposition. If that, Chama, very soon you soon hear that some
Esther, all you need
some
to do
top
is go on
governors are
Twitter.
defecting.
Go on Twitter and just type GEJ. The tweets you be seeing
Seen.
from 2011. If that time that Chibok girls incident now
yes.
happened, they won't chop and bro. And yes, we should hold the president accountable.
Obviously.
Because now you be number one. Now you
but
knew what it would take to be a
Why
president
is,
before
it
you
that,
went to contest.
why is it that you want to hold our current president responsible and the supporters will say, no, don't call his name? You saw how the opposition then, which was the APC, you saw the role they played during Jonathan was confused. Jonathan was tired. Man was, his hair white. I say one day I saw Jonathan doing public addresses. I saw the hair everywhere done white. I say, God.
You say stress.
Yeah.
Serious emotional stress because that kind of
It was a crazy moment for him. And Nigerians were
Do you
impatient.
think that
they
was
were
part of the
tired.
reason why he easily considered to Buhari? Like,
If
come
na-
and take the presidency, let me go and
If
rest.
now you won't call, and he said he doesn't want bloodshed. Those ones were ready for bloodshed, though. You didn't not hear that they imported some persons. See, let me tell you something. Our democracy is worth fighting for. It's quite unfortunate that the people we thought actually wanted one Nigeria did not actually want one Nigeria. It was just a talisman for them to accomplish selfish gains, which is quite unfortunate. The only thing I will say for us here is please, Nigerians, regardless of your political, your ethnic or religious affiliation, we need to be one. You see, when push comes to shove, me and you, where our international passports, for some of us, where our international passports still dey virgin, or some of us we no even get at all. Now go this country with you. All those people go japa, then go come out. Now here we dey. So we have to work together. We have to be unified. We shouldn't let politics disengage us. We shouldn't let politics put any form of difference. We're brothers and sisters, and we need to what? Protect ourselves. That's the only way we can survive this period. Because if you allow the political juggernauts use you as a piece or as a tool to be one of the persons that will create, plant, and continue discord in this country, it will be quite unfortunate for you. Let us work together and let's see how we can survive. Choma, I think Nigerians, what they're trying to do right now is to survive. How do we eat? How do we feed? Where do we get shelter? Where do we stay? How do we live? How do we just try to see tomorrow? Most people are not even thinking of dreams of going to school and I want to become this and I want to become that. It's survival mode. How do I survive?
Because the
How do I
economic climate
how
of
do
the
I
country
hustle today?
does not support you having a dream at the moment. You just want chop for today.
Exactly.
If you don't chop for today, you drink water. It's okay. Thank God, my belly is full now. Tomorrow morning you wake up, the cycle continues. Before you know, you are 45.
Exactly.
You are sitting down there. You are busy defending Baba Olowo in one place. Then you die. You're buried as an ordinary man. Not all of us will be rich in this life. Not all of us will be able to afford the good things of life.
Exactly.
But there are systems that can be put in place to ensure that the basics
are provided.
The basics
Chuma, I was
many
even saying
things.
something when they were complaining that political appointments are being given towards a particular geographical location or ethnic group.
Region, yeah.
My own is I don't even care. Whichever way you want to give your. But the question is, this appointments you're making, the people down, are we feeling it? So long as they are competent, just do your job. Let people enjoy the dividends of democracy. Whichever way you want to share your appointments, whichever way you want to go about it. But at the end of the day, the people, are they enjoying it? If they're enjoying it, who will send where you come from? Who will say this person is from this place when we're all enjoying it? I don't know if you get my drift.
And really that's it. Because if you go to maybe an Hausa man and tell him, are you happy that your president is a Yoruba man? And the president, they deliver.
Wait till
they give him waiting he wants.
It's not concern.
Wait till consign him.
You not concern me.
That's the thing.
If you like, put all your family there.
The same way you don't care if your pastor is Steve.
Abio.
Or he's from abroad. Or he's from anywhere. You don't care. What you want to know is that this person spiritually edifies me. What you want to know is that what I need from this person, I'm getting it. Like, that is what is important. And
whatever it is you promised, we are getting the dividends from
that's
it. Your campaign manifesto is what we're realizing and seeing, whether it's short term, whether it's long term, whether we'll begin to see it in 20 years' time. But the thing is, in the short term, are we enjoying you? Considering the administration you took over from. I don't know if you get my drift. So that should be basically.
I don't even
that
want
should
to
be
keep hearing tighten your belt. Tighten your belt.
Patient.
My waist don't nearly become 17 inches. Tighten your belt. Before
Our
you
neck
know
don't
the
long.
waist, our neck go long.
Eating two times a day is luxury. Like, sincerely, it's luxury.
You are still talking about 2 times. Now, rich people, they eat 2 times a day. No,
don't say that. You shouldn't get that bad now. Shouldn't get that bad. Ladies and gentlemen, you're currently listening to Martyrs. Let's try and hear what you think about what we've been able to discuss. Chibok girls yesterday, April 14, specifically about 90 or 80 of them have not returned, I think. And the question is, what happened? We were told that every viable means will be used and utilized to ensure that the remaining girls are brought back to their families. In fact, one of them said that one of the mothers whose daughter was amongst the abducted Chibok girls says she still cleans her daughter's clothes. She still washes her clothes, keeps her room clean. She's waiting for her daughter to return. A daughter that we don't even know where she is.
And that's the
what
mother
has
that
happened.
has chosen to cling to hope. There are others who have died heartbroken.
Yes, exactly. That's true.
And do you know, it's so crazy because a lot of parents after them withdrew their children from school and said, no, if this is what is happening in schools, then my children will no longer.
Some of them started doing homeschooling. Some of them started doing homeschooling.
How many are educated to teach their children anything?
They can utilize traditional means, just like how you have local healthcare centers, you have local educational centers, but they're within vicinities in your house, in your area, in your locality where you reside. I don't know if you get my drift. You don't have to go far anymore to say you're going to school. That was the method they had to employ. All right, we'd like to hear what you had to say in this very short while, because we'll soon be having those stubborn duels come and take.
08036929933 08036929933. Call the number. You can be a part of the program. You can also send messages on WhatsApp or call on WhatsApp 0817-175-6338 0817-175-6338. Please turn down the volume on your radio set before you call and make sure that you are factual when you call. Please don't be insulting, don't be abusive, and you have 90 seconds. 0803369299933. Hello, good afternoon, welcome to Matters. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Hello, good afternoon, welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Madam Esther.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for calling. What's your name?
You are doing a great analysis.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Quick one. You see, it's a pity that we can still be talking about Chibok girls today, and nobody deem it fit and to be in a sorrow mood. A country called Nigeria, this type of things has happened since almost 11 years or thereabouts like that. Actually, Obasanjo have said it. Immediately that thing happened, if anybody go and check back, that those girls, they may not come back anymore. Then, I could remember vividly that was his statement. And what are we seeing today? Obviously, it is just like that. That's for that. Well, you see, this country is already orchestrated to fail, the way I see it.
Do you really believe so? Because if you keep saying that, then you believe it and you stop working towards a better Nigeria. If you say Nigeria is orchestrated to fail, by whom?
Okay, let me ask you. Since their people have been doing a shouting since the invention of this 1999 democracy, what is the achievement that masses can point out that this is what they achieved doing under them? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
So if democracy is not paying us, then what do we do?
Okay, that's a good question. We don't have anything to do until this caliber of people that are calling themselves politicians right now, God wipe them away. Or maybe God do something.
God should wipe them away, okay?
It's a long thing, Oga. The only thing I would advise you is just try and survive and then help your neighbor.
Very serious in what we be saying.
Thank you.
Let's
hear from others. 0803-692-9933. Please don't say that God should wipe our politicians away. Because one thing we've not realized is the current crop of politicians came from the people.
Exactly.
So we need to still look inwards.
It's a system.
Check how you are pandering to even your landlord.
Exactly.
They pander to the rich man where they your area. You they pander to him because of say you believe say he pass you. So the behavior they are exhibiting is still the Nigerian behavior.
Exactly.
So before you begin to rain expletives on the politicians, check yourself whether if you say if they did not be so you go they do. 0803-692-9933 0803-692-9933. Call the number to be a part of the conversation. We're streaming live on YouTube, VOP 903 FM, VOP 903 FM on YouTube. Hello, welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please?
Hello.
Hello,
good afternoon. Welcome to Matters.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Franklin on the line.
Welcome to conversation. What's your name? Go ahead, please.
Yes, please. General Sani Abacha once said that any insecurity that lasts for more than 2 hours, the government hand is involved. There is nothing that will make me believe that the government hand is not involved in security.
As how? What would they stand to gain?
No, listen. He knows what he's saying.
Let me just be honest with you. Let me just, even if we speak English from today till next 10 years, they're just playing politics with us. And when it is only when the good ones will start ruling the best of us. I don't believe all these evil men that are ruling us, seriously speaking. Because when the people are angry and are hungry like this, then that means that we only have evil rulers. And it's too bad. How can you be playing politics with human life like this? Look at yesterday, 51 people were just buried. Just like that, like chicken. 51 souls. Honestly speaking, Nigerian matter don't tire me. I will tell you the truth.
No let them tire you. Thank you so much
something
for
very
your call.
vital there. What he said is actually vital. It's part of the political chessboard strategy that unfortunately people's lives are in the mix of it. 08036929933. That's the number to call. And you can also send us messages on WhatsApp on 0817-1756-338.
Let me take some of your messages on the WhatsApp. Good day, VOP. It's as if Nigerian rulers are enjoying what is happening. I have not seen where any of the Boko Haram and headsmen killing people are being prosecuted. It's only innocent people being harassed. God will deliver Nigeria. Elder Isaac from Idimo. Good afternoon.
Hello, Esther Wachukwu. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi,
It's
how
Esther
you
and
doing?
Chioma. Esther
Monday.
Wachukwu and Chioma Innocent.
Good to hear from you.
My radio granite.
Not be only granuts.
You know what he
bread.
calls you?
Monday, please. Oh yeah, talk your own.
No, I no talk. I can't greet you now. No worry.
You know talk. Wait, Monday. Why you no talk? You just called you Radio Granite. Is that your pet
Nigeria
name?
Matter They hungry me.
Now today I
You
dey
don't
yarn for the
hungry me
first time.
today.
Nigeria matter no hungry you today. You be like say you don't belle full. You don't join politics Monday.
I don't belle full. Thank you.
All right, well done. I like that pet name. Oh.
He usually just says my radio again. In fact, I think they remind me sometimes say
This is
because
nice.
you know because of the nature of this program, I wouldn't introduce myself with my nickname except when I used to do that our night
Our
show
radio
that time.
granuts, pick up.
I beg, go not call me radio grand. Not give me pimples. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good
What's your name
afternoon.
and
How are
location,
you?
please?
Yeah, my name is Obioma from Elasa.
Welcome.
Isono.
Welcome. Go
All
ahead.
right, go ahead.
Yeah, and let me go straight to the point. And the first administration of APC was that is the propaganda. They were saying, good luck to do this, good luck to do that they will give us light, they will give us this and that, which Nigeria believe that if they come, they will deliver what they are promising. But behold, Buhari are free, nothing. Now our president said he will continue where he stopped. Well, I do not know what is going on within their mind that they choose to go this way. But one thing I will say, in the killing that is happening in our state, our Nigeria, our country, I would suggest that we should go back to Nigerian satellite. We should invoke that so that we can know.
We should
We
invoke
should invoke
Nigerian
what?
satellite. Okay.
Nigerian satellite. That was the
Niche
time
Comsat. Okay.
Introduce satellite. So when
I think
they
we used
saw
to have
that
Niche
the whole
Comsat.
world is-
I don't know if it's still active.
Yeah, the whole world is watching them. They now have to switch it off. So if they can go back to there, then we can see where all those bandits, herdsmen, all those bad elements that are causing all those things.
But I
That
think
is
they
my own
actually,
take.
I think that thing is still active.
So
Chima,
that's
because
even
the
before they go
Nigerian,
on these rampages.
the
Thank
Nigerian
you so much.
No, the Nigerian Air Force. What do you think they've been using to check
That the area of
latitude
surveillance.
and whatever for where they actually drum some air, whatever? If you notice, sometimes they make mistakes, right? But it's that niche comsat thing, the satellite that they actually use to check those areas out. Because I know that it's still active. 080-3692-9933. All right, that's the number to call.
Yes, and on WhatsApp 0817-175-6338. Hello, welcome to Matters.
Hello, good afternoon. This is Alaki
Yes,
from
good
America.
afternoon.
Welcome. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think people should not get tired. Why won't people get tired of this whole situation? When something happened at Edo last time, almost every governor stood up and condemned the incident. Even top 12 governors. Now nobody is speaking about this one. Like a week ago, 52. Another one yesterday. Is this how you are going to continue losing people's lives?
It's sad, actually.
The people that is speaking today, we don't know who is going to be tomorrow. And we'll be going as if all is well. Those people that the thing is affected, they know what is going on in their family now. The pain. All the governors should just speak out. They should speak out. And I want to say something about the Igbo side. The old governors, they should stand up now.
The governors that want to
This
defect to
cannot be
APC.
going on.
The governors that think that the promise they will become vice president. Okay.
You said?
No, continue, sir. Continue. I'm just saying that it's the governors you're talking that some of them want to defect and some of them want to be vice presidents or whatnot. They're all looking at their political career. So which of the governors are you referring to stand up?
See, when we say federal government, people, we all have government in our state. So we
Okay.
should always hold the governors accountable instead of going direct to the
To the federal
presidential.
government.
the
Thank you.
president,
Thank you so much for your call. We do
Choma,
appreciate you.
do you notice something? In the case of Caleb Motwang, I don't know if you listened to his interview. He said it that some of these guys are not indigenes. Some of them are from the other Sahel region, right? They
Regions.
come in here. Obviously, our borders
Niger,
are
Cameroon.
very porous. Now, very, very
Porous to
porous.
everything.
Now, he made a statement that they have divested every means, including paying some of these people money to stay away. They even try to allocate areas where they can settle. So it's not like the governors don't know what to do. Secondly, if you are a governor of the current administration, how do you work against your administration? How do you sound against an administration that you're part of, an administration that you won your governorship seat on? So they can try to look at other means through which that they can have and resolve issues. For example, the president told Caleb Mutfwang, governor of Plateau State, yesterday that he should try and see how he can use divest every other means to resolve the communal issues. So he reneged it. He made it seem like it's a communal thing that has been ongoing even before the APC came on board. So it's something that the governor understands what it is. He knows what to do. So which is dialogue. Call the warring factions, let them have a conversation, and whatever compromise you have to do that so people do not die. It doesn't mean these people don't know what to do.
But it's the best answer to violence, paying the people, because when they know
but
that
that
they
was
have
the
you by
method they
jugular,
had to
you
apply
pay
now.
them, they
It's
will
either
keep coming back.
you need to give them space, give them land. And we know that this land that they are fighting for, there are mineral resources there. The land is fertile and very rich. What do you think it's, Choma?
So someone is asking a question. I'm looking for that message. The person asked a question saying, Nigerian lives and crude oil. Which one is more important?
Crude oil.
Anyway, Okechukwu Bende from Aguda says, I'm tired of talking every day. These are politicians and bloodsucker. If you know who created Nigeria, please, I want to ask who created Nigeria. If you know who created Nigeria, call on him and leave God alone. Godwin from Festac. But it's really somehow when we say God will help us, why did God give us brains? Chairman Esther, we are not talking about the money we've borrowed presently. The interest to be paid amounting to 529 billion. On the borrowed money, APC government, where are you taking us to? Joe from Bariga. Be like, you go National Assembly, go ask that question. Chairman Esther, good day. Help me ask men of God, what are they doing? I remember during Jonathan, I saw some men of God walking in the streets of Lagos for rally, and right from Buhari.
Very prominent ones,
he said,
actually.
Buhari, see now. I've not seen any men of God speaking for Nigeria. What of Save Nigeria Group? Michael from Aswani, if you ask me. The fact remains that if Peter Obi and Alex Oti exits the party, Labour Party will die naturally.
It's not about
Yusuf
the party.
Adamo in Ikorodu.
Yusuf, it's not even about the party. Choma, as the Labour Party is now, an election is upcoming. Will you go and click on that? Will you click the back? Will you thumbprint Labour Party? I'm just asking, will you thumbprint Labour Party? It's only OT that seems to be delivering. The other House of Rep members and senators, we have not heard anything. Some of them have decamped. They defected
to the winning side.
So when you see a party that looks like this, if you want to go to the ballot paper, you have your ballot paper. I don't know if you get my drift. The problem is not about the party. It's about the fact that certain elements has supposedly been installed to decapitate whatever propensity the party has to achieve. Especially if the manifesto of the party is people-oriented.
We're taking your messages on WhatsApp. Chidi from Oshodi says, the political script is simple. Make Nigerians poor. Use them as anti-protesters and political thugs. I pity those being used. Sim Fubara does not need to abide by any agreement. The person he made agreement with is the sole owner of River State Koffer, or was he sponsored with Nyesom Wike's money? Chris from Ilekbo. Good afternoon to you. I'm Caesar from Alagbado. All the security challenges faced by GEJ during his regime were all politically motivated. Nigeria can never work with APC, PDP, Labour Party, or any other coalition. The whole region have their own agenda and idea that doesn't complement with the other. They don't seem to agree with each other. Good day, VOP. Nigeria is gone. Our future is in our hands. Okay? Please, Chairman Esther, read my message. Eze from Zekwes. Okay, you're the one asking. Crude oil and life of Nigeria. Which one is very important to this APC government?
Use your mouth.
Need an answer.
Use your tongue.
You need an answer.
Teeth,
where I go dig the answer for you? Come from ground.
Use your tongue. Count your teeth. I think you already know the response
the
to
answer to that. All right, we're taking your call. 0803-692-9933. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please? Hello, are you there? All right, call back. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. 0817-175-6338 on WhatsApp. Good afternoon. What's your name and location?
How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes,
Good afternoon. Turn down the
Welcome.
volume on your radio set.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We can hear you. What's your name and your location, please? Hello? All right, please call the number 08036929933 instead of calling the WhatsApp number, okay? Thank you very much.
Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
This is Don calling from Ojota, the two queens.
Thank you. Good
Welcome.
afternoon.
Thank you, Don. Go ahead.
In fact, you know, voice of the people, is like a head where they don't born well. So they took out the chop bread. That's why they battle now.
Thank you.
No be smart, you know.
In fact, anytime we are just that, I just listen to the voice, Choma voice or the Esther voice. In fact, on our mama, it go good for them well.
Thank
God
you.
will
Thank
reward
you so
Mama.
much.
For the Camry one again.
Thank
wow.
you.
Esther was saying, hello?
Who can hear you?
you.
Esther was saying something that she was just a barely 5 years, 1993. In fact, I was surprised with the Camry. Even Choma also talk her own. I say, yeah, these people are too much.
Thank
God
you.
will reward you now.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. We
you.
appreciate you. We appreciate you, Don. Nothing concerned Don with anything with the apple for Nigeria.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome to Matters.
Hello? God is great. Good afternoon, sir. Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. What is your name? Abi? God is great is what I can
Hello?
see here. Wow,
We
why
can
can't-
hear you.
we
Go
can
ahead,
you.
please.
Go
We can
ahead.
hear you.
What's the
Hello?
problem? Why can't
It's a
we?
network situation. You know what? If we cannot hear you, just send a text message. We'll take a text message before the program is over. We have to leave in less than 9 minutes. So if you want to send a text message, send it right now. Welcome to Matters. You have just 1 minute. Hello? Turn down the volume on your radio set, please. Now.
08036929933.
Government know the yells. Government know the yells. You the yells. Turn down the volume of your radio set. You know they turn them down. Welcome to Matters.
No, wait now. Put it back. Hello? I think because they can't hear us, so that's why he put the speaker. Hello, what's your name? Okay, okay, I thought it's because you couldn't hear us. That was why you put the speaker of your radio. But obviously, you just left it there.
Welcome
Hello,
to Matters.
Good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
We can hear you.
Yeah, Choma and Esther.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
I can hear you, but
Okay.
I think you are hearing me.
Yes, we can.
Now, let me make my point. This is Paul from Egbeda.
All right, Paul.
Let me make my point. I think the problem we are facing today is traceable to Mr. Goodluck Jonathan, President Goodluck Jonathan, not obeying the gentleman's agreement. I think I love him as an individual, but he was wrongly advised and he couldn't stand on the truth based on the agreement between him and the North. Jonathan finished 2 years of Yaradua and he seek for election 4 years, which was given to him massively from every region of this country. And then making it 6 years. After that 6 years expiration, he ought to have raised a Northerner. PDP wouldn't have had this problem. But he contested again, and if he had won, it would have been 10 years. If he had obeyed that gentleman's agreement with the North, that they will support him for election of 4 years, and then he raised a Northerner, PDP wouldn't have problem. There wouldn't be people like Wike, and APC wouldn't be on board. It was that failure of Jonathan in obeying that agreement with the North. That was what created APC. And that was why APC won that election. If not, APC wouldn't have ruled Nigeria. I tell you the truth. And that is what happened again in 2023. APC quickly exploited the failure of PDP in 2015 and raised a Southerner, which is Tinubu, and then the North supported them because the agreement is South and the North. So Jonathan should see what he will do to rebuild PDP because the failure of PDP started from his hand, and that had brought this nation to the level where we are today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Deep. That's deep,
for
actually.
your call.
I think
can't
we
take any more calls
reason
right now.
that wasn't on day before yesterday. Also, somebody said, sir, that when it comes to these political permutations or partnerships, there's an agreement, and I think that's what happened because they were like they wouldn't allow Jonathan if he had done another 4-year term. He would have been the only president that has done 10 years. Something that Obasanjo almost wanted to buy the National Assembly to run third term. They refused. Then you, just like that. I think his line of reasoning is quite.
No, they don't accuse me for WhatsApp. Oh, having
So what
Esther
do you
on the
do?
show today made it so fun and relaxing. Chioma, please work more on your tone and strictness. It often scares callers away. You don't turn me to math teacher. You don't turn me to math teacher.
Math is still
or
okay.
Introtech. Business studies people.
How can you say
Introtech teacher no they ever nice. Ever.
I never liked Introtech.
Hi.
I never liked Introtech.
I'm sorry, not vex. You not tell me your name now so that I can apologize to you personally. I don't know say I strict. Okay, I dey sound like I'm sorry. No vex. It's not good though. Because that time yesterday, somebody called. I can't remember what the person said, but Esther, you know, in this job, you don't have to bring in emotions, sentiment. You have to be objective
as much as possible. Being that it's a national radio.
So when I'm educating you, and it seems like you live waiting with the talk.
They talk another thing. And one can put us for trouble. No.
I beg, we be voice of the people. If you want us to keep giving you a voice, you want to keep hearing our voice, and you want us to keep hearing your voice, you
help
want
us to help you.
Help us to help you. I'm enjoying your voice. Keep it up, Madam Helen. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Either you liked it or not, the truth must be told. Only God can tell what's happening in the next 24 hours. Take it or leave it. Fubara, Tinubu, Wike, Ibas, they don't know what will happen before the date they all chose to hand over. We are watching. Abure and Papa have missions in the party. They are working for the same target. Agent of the opposition party. Politics in Nigeria is the more you look, the less you see. We are watching. Mr. Ogumbi from Idimu, thank you so much. You and Esther are like twin sisters. You people should leave Nigeria problem alone. Sir Comrade from Ajawo Estate. If we don't, we have to talk about these issues.
Have to now. We all day here together. Everything would happen.
You just say I know they feel because I talk for Mike and I wear red lipstick. Okay. Make I screenshot my account balance so you gonna say they feel.
They don't know.
That's the chairman Esther and Paul from Ikeja. Let's hold the state government responsible for insecurity in Nigeria. What are they doing with the huge amount they receive from federal government monthly? After all, they swore to preserve life and property during the oath of office. Chairman Esther, a man issued press statement, asked if they want to peace in that party country. They should remove one. Esther, check this message because I don't understand that.
Go another message.
Okay. Chairman, how is work and life with you from Kilo Baru? Kilo, work and life is fine, thank you. Just as Jonah was in the belly of a fish, Nigeria is in the belly of corruption.
It has always
Shakespeare
been.
no do pass like this. Chidi from Oshodi. Good afternoon, ladies. Olamile come from Okwoba. It's safe to say Nigeria has been turned to a gangster paradise, courtesy of this government. You're also saying police and army will capture Boko Haram, Fulani headsmen and bandits. Government will say they've repented. They'll put them back into society. How would there be peace without justice? It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Make una they go. Let's enter fun house.
Then they pursue us. Who be that? Who be that? Check the name.
You know, right? Okay, Sir Comrade.
Sir Comrade.
No problem. Make we they go.
You pursue us.
Make we they go. No wahala. Esther. Make we they carry our kaya. They go. Make we enter YouTube before we come out. Tochukwu DLA says they think a leader is an ordinary person with slight emotions. Leaders toughen themselves, sacrificing for the led. Leaders don't talk down on the people as these ones do. They seem illiterate. Okay, Esther, person they talk say, this your glasses, say make you give and plug. Say it be like say you won't get one or two. So say the watermark is too much. Wait till you want see where you want me to come on watermark. Not be face you suppose they see and make it a year wait till you want see where you say watermark is too much. We need to return to a police state. Democracy, we're not ready for it. The whole country
we
just
need to return like to a police state.
Police state.
A police.
Now, so one person come yesterday to talk to her. Military. Please don't call. Don't do that. Please. Don't do that, okay?
Yeah, mother,
Anyway, that's
yeah.
all we can take on today's episode of Matters. Asna, don't see now. Esther Machko, thank you so much. You've made the program really, really, really colorful
thank
today. They
you.
don't tell me, say, they do like math teacher.
No, no,
Make
me
I
too, we come
rearrange
for-
my behavior. Be like, say, I get bad behavior.
Who said
Make
to
una
no? Nobody
vex.
talks say you get bad behavior.
Na
And you
implied.
said you don't dey embellish.
Insinuated.
Yeah, why you insinuate? You don't
You
join
said they
APC.
strict.
Why? You know
said-
bad to be
he
strict
said
now.
they strict.
You know bad to be strict.
But no,
Sometimes
like
it
when I
has to
come
be-
tomorrow, I go to talk in a feminine manner. I go to talk like bam
So
bam.
before you dey talk like masculine
Good
manner.
afternoon, Lagos.
Excuse me,
Welcome
you dey
to
romanticize the
Matters.
matter for Nigeria now.
Unfortunately, insecurity is sharing the country
I
apart.
beg you, maybe close shop.
Yes.
In Dubai,
Anyala,
we are going church
Ẹ̀yin tiwa.
Abasala.
we don't dey go. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of Matters on your
Yeah.
favorite dial, Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Thank you for standing with us today. Thank
Here.
you for listening. Thank you
We're
for
still
calling.
on.
Thank
The
you
world
for
news
your
at 6
messages.
continues, and
Yes,
obviously the
Samachko.
evening rush is a whole day for me
Yes,
today.
and Funhouse Time with MC Chooks and Walkie Talkie will be here very, very shortly. We don't close shop.
It's getting serious.
Welcome to the best exclusive radio station.